channel, and today I am going to film a updated review of the Speedy Bandolier 25 in Monogram canvas by Louis Vuitton. And this was requested to do an updated what is that thing called, a review I guess, and let you know how the wear and tear is going. And I'm also going to talk about if I think the bag is worth it and pros and cons, how I feel about it, and so on and so forth. So let's jump into the video. And it comes in a dust bag, and I've had this bag for a year and a half, I think, almost a year and a half. I got this in July of 2015, so it's been like I'm a month and a half short of 1.5 years. So inside the dust bag, the bag looks like this. It is in Monogram canvas, as you can see, and it is the size 25. And I think the patina looks really nice on it. It is a very beautiful honey color. It's very even. There's no staining, no spots on the patina at all. And let me show you the bag. There are some. I don't treat the bag very carefully in the rain, as in like I go out in the rain with it. This for me is a winter bag. I don't like to carry this in the summer at all. And for me, this is a travel bag because it's so smushy and pliable that you can just, it's really easy to put it under the seat and to not have a, like, not to fuss around with it too much if it was like a light colored leather or something like that. And so this is the style with the poofy chaps, which I prefer. And I did get caught in the rain with it many times. And this is what the handles are. I think, oh, it's on the other one. I have a little red smudge, and that is from the ink on the customs stamp. I accidentally touched it and touched my bag and got a little red mark there. The other side of the chaps. And when it gets wet, all I do is just let it dry. And if I ever do get spots, I take water wipes. They're actually called water wipes. They sell them in Target in the States, or you can buy them on Amazon. And it is 99.3% water, and I think 0.7% of grapefruit extract, or 0.3% of grapefruit extract, but whatever. And it's basically just water, and it's cotton wipes, and you just wipe down the bag. And the leather, if there's any stains, it just comes out, and it's very even colored. So this is what the side looks like, and here it says 25. I think, yeah, mine's made in USA, so I don't have the stamp for that. Like this. And this is cost $1,370. The price has not changed since I purchased it. And let me show you the zippers. The zipper pulls. They look like actual zipper itself and the base of the bag. Let's open it up, and I do have the strap inside the bag. This is what it looks like on the inside, and it is a, I'm assuming, cotton lining, and the strap looks like this. I also don't have any discoloration on the strap. It is very even colored, even toned. The only thing I have is, I didn't try to take this off, I have some water marks on the inside of the strap. Like where the shoulder is, oops, where the shoulder is right here, I have some water stains. I don't know why I have that, but there it is. And I didn't do the water wipes. That's why it's probably still on there. And the hooks for the bag look like this. I have no scratches or anything on these particular hooks, and I will get into that in a moment. And let's see, the pocket, and this is the one that's not the zip pocket, which I prefer. I don't like the zip pockets. This pocket can actually fit like a regular sized pen inside of it. You can put a pen in. In the zip ones, I don't think you can do that. And inside I have the dust bag for the lock and key, and I have never used the lock and key, but it has tarnish because it is brass. But you can easily just use like tarnish cream on it, or I've also heard toothpaste. If you take toothpaste and you like with the toothbrush brush it, the tarnishing does come off. I have not tried that, clearly. So there's that, is in the pocket right now. And here is my date code. And I do have threads coming out from all of the chaps, like right here. Hold on. can see the threads right here, and then not all of them actually, 2 of them, and right here that threads what the D-ring is. So as you can see, there's like practically no wear and tear on it. I think the patina is so even. It's actually a really beautifully honey gold color, and I think I figured out the secret to the perfect patina, and what that is to let it sit in humidity. So what I did when I purchased it, I let it sit for a week on my mantelpiece, and it wasn't humid or anything, but just so it can get like its own color developing. I've heard several people talk about that you should do that, and essays say that, so just let it sit there so it can like start to develop its own shield, I suppose. And then since this is kind of my travel bag, like the one I take on the airplane, I went to a lot of humid countries, or places. So for example, Hawaii, Bali, Thailand, things like that. And it's so humid there that the bag just sits there because I arrive, I set it down, and it just sits there. And the thing is, whatever the humidity, like I love humidity, so like you can feel it in your skin, in your hair, the way like it makes it feel plump and moist. And I think that's exactly what happens with the leather. So it nourishes and plumps the leather from the inside, and I think that's why it creates like a barrier, because for how little carefulness, it's not a word, but how much like a little attention I put into caring for the bag to make sure it's the even patina, because people try so hard to like make the perfect patina, but it's seriously like, I think it's so even. The patina is beautiful. It is tanned. I love the color that it is, the way that it's tanned. I also have like, I guess, kind of like fluffing right here on the sides, like the frame from the inside. It's not fraying, but the glazing is not as red, and that's just from carrying the bag, because I do mostly, and it's all on all of them, I mostly carry it top handle. Oof, there you go, top handle, and I still kind of have the, what is that, like the folded marks on the canvas, and I was suggested to blow dry it or set it out in the sun. The sun did not work. I did not try blow drying it because I just wasn't that invested or motivated to do it. It doesn't really bother me that much, so I didn't really care to do it, and I never did. So that could be something that might work. I don't know. I can't vouch for that. So one thing that really bothers me about this bag is that I've noticed this with several Louis Vuitton bags. Like, ooh, excuse me, I almost took down the whole curtain rod. So I've noticed this with several like lower end priced bags that Louis Vuitton has, and accessories like SLGs as well. And I know it's kind of silly to say, oh, lower priced, because it's $1,400 nearly, and the Neverfulls and some of the other bags as well. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but whatever, like the ones that are like near $1,000 mark, not the 2,000, because there's like, they have the canvas bags that are 1,000, and they have the ones that are like 2,000. The hardware on these bags is less quality than the other hardware on the other bags. For example, so do you see how like it's like this really pale yellow gold color, right? I have little chips on my zipper pull, like right here. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there are little chips. I have discoloration right here. I have scratches and discoloration and chips on the inside of the hook of the D-ring for the bandolier strap, and just like little things like that. Now, remember when I said that these hooks are perfect and they don't have anything on them, there's no scratches, no wear, no nothing, they're perfect? If you look, they are different colors. So this is a very light gold, and this is like a pale gold, and this is a very yellow, bright gold. The quality of these gold ones is far, far superior than this light pale gold. And if you look, a lot of the lower priced of the Louis Vuitton bags, SLGs, whatever, what have you, have the pale gold. While the nicer ones, like the Emperor bags, or even the $2,000 bags, so like if you get a Retiro, or I don't know, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but like you get my point. Like the ones that are like the higher spectrum of the Louis Vuitton bags, like canvas bags. Total brain blank out. Still doing it. Anyway, let's start over. So the ones that are like the 1800 and up handbags. I don't know about the Pochette Métis. I never looked at the bag in real life, but they have the bright gold hardware, and this is the kind of hardware that they used to use on all their bags, because my mom has several Alma bags that she had from way back in the day, and they have this gold hardware and they don't chip like that, the way that this pale gold hardware does. So that's why they're the different colors, because this is the cheaper hardware, and that really bothers me personally, because I mean, sure, okay, it's like the lower end price bracket, right? But like $1,400 for a bag is still pretty pricey, and like you couldn't be bothered to like put the nice hardware, you put the ones that's constantly chipping. And if you like listen to all the quality concerns about Louis Vuitton, most of the quality issues are on the lower end items. Like for example, the $500 wallets have significantly more quality control issues than the $1,000 wallets. The $1,000 bags have significantly more quality issues than the $2,000 bags, and it's just things like that. And I have another Louis Vuitton bag that has this dark gold hardware, and it's perfect. There's no chipping, no scratches, no nothing. It's not a problem. So for me, this bag really bothers me in that aspect, that Louis Vuitton did that, because I feel like that's not behaving in good faith, I guess, for a company, and it's kind of almost dishonest, I feel like, but that's me personally. And so that really bothers me. That's kind of enough to for me to like just step away from the brand even a little bit. Another thing is that this strap is horribly uncomfortable for me. I had the Speedy 30 bandolier in demi ebene, and I thought that that strap was uncomfortable because it was the treated leather, but this one is just as uncomfortable. It slips off my shoulder, but it's actually a little more comfortable. I'm lying, but it's still uncomfortable. It slips off my shoulder, and unless your bag is like 10 pounds packed, it will slip off, whether I do it long or whether I do it on the, like, remove the middle part and do it on the shorter setting. And another thing is that I don't know if it's just me personally or I have like weird hair or something, but my hair gets stuck in this hook, because if you see how it's like shaped, this is the where my shoulder sits right here, and these hooks get tangled in my hair, and it takes me like a good minute to untangle myself from my clothes, my scarf, my coat, my hair, before I can take the bag off. And that is really, really not just annoying, but I mean, your bag should not be causing you physical harm. Another thing is that I never liked the Speedy bags, and I'm talking about like all the negative things, I guess, right now. And so I never liked Speedy bags, but then because the shape just is not something that I'm attracted to. I much prefer like the Alma shape or the Kelly, the peekaboo, you know, like that, the Sicily, like the triangular kind of tapered shape, preferably with a single handle. That's kind of the style that I prefer. And this luggage little half whatever curve shape does not suit my personal preference or aesthetic, and I never liked the Speedy bags, and I never wanted one. But then when they came out with the bandolier, I don't know what it was, why I wanted the bandolier. I think it's because that was a time when bags were either shoulder bags or top handle bags or crossbody bags. They didn't really have all different options, and this was one of the first bags that kind of started incorporating all the different options for like straps, because you can wear it so many different ways, and I think I was attracted to the versatility aspect of it. But as a personal style preference, I don't like it. I don't enjoy wearing it. And also, is one thing I learned is that I'm not really much of a monogram person, although I love the look of it and I love it on other people. It makes me personally feel a little uncomfortable wearing it, just because it's too like bam in your face. I like a lot more, I guess, subtle styles. I'm not really much into logos. I don't like a lot of logos. Like the Chanel logo on their classic flaps is like a little too big even for my personal taste preference, and that's logo's tiny. So I mean, this logoed out versus that little, you know, clasp, it's a big difference. And so another thing is that this bag looks really, really cute on the shoulder, but when I do a crossbody, it's really bulky and it's really big looking, not because of the length, because it's only 9.8 inches, I think, 25 centimeters, but since it's this bulbous large shape, it kind of just juts out from your body, and it's like a big enough bag where it looks a little disproportional to me personally, and it's just not as comfortable to wear, I guess. The plus sides of the bag is that it fits a lot of stuff. Like the opening is tiny, which well, that's actually not true. The opening seems tiny when you just buy it, but it does, I guess the canvas molds and it kind of stretches out, so it gets a lot larger, and you can fit so many things in there, like books and like scarves and what have you, like so many things that you can fit in there. And it's huge. Like, it can take a lot of use. You can really get your use out of this bag if that's the kind of style that you prefer. And it is a very popular bag. A lot of people love it. I've never heard people complaining about the hooks pulling their hair out, so I think that could be something that just personally doesn't work with me. I don't know why, but I've had that with actually a significant number of Louis Vuitton bags that have gotten tangled in my hair. Like, the strap gets tangled and pulls it out. So that probably is a me specific issue rather than everybody else. The quality is really good, not counting the hardware. The hardware I do not like at all. The quality is really good. It's really, the canvas is really sturdy and thick, but it's very moldy and smushy and pliable. It's a very comfortable bag. I love the way the patina looks on it. I love the vintage look of it, and I think the 25 is such a good size. One little thing though that kind of, for me, doesn't not that it doesn't like suit me or that I don't like, but something that I'm not like crazy about, I guess, is that since this has the bandolier leather strap on the side, I don't really like it handheld without the strap, because it doesn't have quite that classic Speedy look, because the classic Speedy, you know, doesn't have the leather strap here, and it makes it look more sporty and casual and luggage inspired than the original Speedy. And if you want to have this bag to mostly wear top handle, I would probably go with the classic Speedy, because this does take away from the look a little, or actually kind of a lot. And so personally, let's see, would I recommend the bag? No, not really. I guess, like, if you want it and you think you're gonna like it and you don't have a problem with, you know, the hardware being lower quality, or you don't have a problem with the strap, or you don't mind that it might slip off, again, that's me personally, it might not slip off on you, then definitely I would recommend it. But if you are unsure of those things, then I guess, like, personally, like, would I like tell someone go buy the bag? No, I wouldn't, because I don't like it, and that is why I will be selling this handbag. But if you like the bag, then there are no like negatives that I can talk about, whether, I mean, other than the ones that I mentioned, for you to consider, that is like, you know, you're not gonna like it for sure. Because if you like the style and you tried it on and it works for you, then you're probably gonna like the bag. I hear more good things than I do bad, so I think that's just a me personal thing. So I guess it is worth it, except the little hardware issue, because that really bugs me that they did that. So that for me is why I would definitely say I don't recommend it, because I don't like that they did that and it bothers me. So that's a personal preference of mine. So that is how the bag has held up and how I've used it and so on. And I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.